And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where we talk about foreign exchange trading, and making money doing all those things, including prop firm trading. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our risk disclaimer screen. My friends at Forex.com, they have you read this. I'm going to read it to you to make sure that you fully understand that this is the risk disclaimer, and that this is also, as far as I know, it's required by law. I'm in the United States, so that's just how we do things. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. Not that that would be a plus, by the way. Just a little humorous side note. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade the funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And the CFTC risk disclosure goes like this. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, carefully consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So, with that, let's go ahead and get into what we are working on today. Right here, and look at that. It's a brand new challenge. This challenge is with Fxify, and I've just placed a couple of initial trades. Don't have anything working right now, but a couple of buy stops. Looking for the pound versus the yen to continue its run that it started yesterday, the 126 pips. Did not get a hold of that. Was speculating that it might be ready to go, but didn't pull the trigger on it, and therefore did not get in the trade. And then right now, here's our trading dashboard. We have a bunch of zeros on there because no trade's been placed yet. At the same time, we have the other challenge over here, and this challenge is, oh, look at that, profitable to the tune of $932. How about that? So if I get to 3,000, then I've passed the first stage of the challenge, and after that I've got to get a 5% profit without blowing the account, and that would make me funded, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see what's on the agenda for today. We have the Swiss unemployment rate hasn't changed because, quite frankly, there are not that many people in Switzerland. I don't expect that that unemployment rate to change a whole lot unless the entire Swiss economy just fell apart, which would be totally weird. Let's see. Unemployment claims are coming out today. Not really a big market mover. We've got some British bank speaking coming out about 7:45. We'll see what happens with that. And Challenger cuts coming up. Challenger job cuts. We're expecting 175%. Seems a little high to me, but okay. Oh, the previous is 175%. And then that's also the best we can get for unemployment for the labor market in the United States right now, because it's still reeling from the government shutdown. Let's look at this in charts. Here's the DXY. Dollar's still coming down, looking like a very strong potential head and shoulders right there. So we could see this coming down. That's going to make this move, and then it will double that. Come down to that low close right there at 99.23. Let's get our handy little ruler out and see how much that is. Oh, come on. To there. Oh, it's not going to tell me. But at any rate, I'll do it in my head. There we go. 102. 39. Another 80 pips or 80 doohickeys. I'm not sure what that is off of that. We'll bring it down to 98.30. Looking at a possibly coming down to here in this range. So we could see that coming down a little further. Right there would be a good spot for it. Not sure if it'll come down that far, but if it does, it'll give us a stronger indication of what's going on with the some of the other currencies, currency pairs. That would give us a bullish, we're continuing the bullish run on the euro versus the dollar. It's the most liquid of all the currency pairs, but I'm just not into it lately. That's not a double bottom because didn't close anywhere close to each other. That's just ranging and breaking out of the shallow range and getting into a longer range, because it's still coming up on the 117, and 117 is a very strong psychological number for the pound versus the euro. So we're going to stay out of that one. Dollar versus the yen. I don't know what to think about this. In my mind, it should be going up, but it's not, which is an indication of what's going on in the bond market. I've not had a chance to sit down and take a look at the bond market lately to see what's going on with that between the dollar and the yen. But I imagine what's going on is that the yen bond, the 10-year, is going up. Oh, look at that. 10 years going up, and the 10-year U.S. is not going up as much. So that's what's going on there. That's also what it's been giving Japan the currency strength that it's got as the bond sell-off is actually what it is. That's not good at all. But you know, hey, just here to trade what we see, not try to make the event happen. That'd be great if I could. Maybe. Pound versus the yen is right there. We are still looking at that running a little bit more. I need to get Henry off my microphone because he's being a little butt this morning. Not real fond of that trade. To me, it looks like it's kind of fizzling out right there. So the best thing to do to me would be to get under it. Then we also have the weekend coming up. What's making this attractive to me is the whole thing about after a big run up, you get a 50% pullback and then run up and then it takes off again. There's like a 70% chance of that happening, according to a guy named Al Brooks. And if you have his books, read them again. If you don't, then read them in the first place. If you don't have them, you can get them. But he's got a 4-volume set out there that's awesome for trading, and he's one of the market masters. So that's why that trade seems fun to me. Seems like it's going to go somewhere. We'll see how that works. Right now, it's pulling back off the bond yield sell-off in Japan. And here we have dollar versus the CAD. A lot of people like it. Not as fond of the dollar versus the CAD. It's just kind of all over the place to me. Then Forex does not work in straight lines, and this certainly doesn't. It's kind of topping out. A couple of technicians who are better than I am are saying that the bullish run is over. That we're going to start seeing it coming down a little bit. We will certainly see about that. Pound versus the yen. Canadian versus the yen. Coming down a little bit, and the oil market is not. The U.S. oil market, at any rate, is not going gangbusters at all. Matter of fact, it's consolidating. It's a big consolidation. It's kind of a downward slope to it. So we'll see what's going on with that. Not really going anywhere either. So the markets are eerily quiet right now. These are. Let's see what the stock market's doing. Stock market up 408 yesterday on the Dow, 50 on the Nasdaq, and 2 on the 20 on the S&P 500. A lot of money's going into the Japanese stock market today. They're doing some finagling with for bond yields, for there to be a bond sell-off and stocks going up as high as they are. There's some sort of finagling going on in Japan right now. But they are most likely going to have to raise interest rates at some point. Dollar versus the Aussie. It's approaching a top. Might be time to get underneath that. Again, not one of my favorite trades. I should get more into it, but I'm not. So we'll see what happens with that. The pound versus the yen is starting to rebound in my favor. So it might be in there to get that trade. At the same time, it's making me kind of nervous because it's moving really slow. And we have gold. Gold's kind of fighting with 4,200 right now. So you can see it was 4,203 when I first got in front of the screens today. Now it's 41.98. So it's kind of coming off a little bit. And here we have silver. Silver is consolidating around 57.5. So that I don't know anything to stop silver, and if silver's not going to slow down, neither will gold. So we'll see what happens with that. Silver, I've heard, is coming into some supply concerns. that we're running out of the ability to produce silver, that would be very interesting. So we'll see what happens with that. But at any rate, that's all I got for today. I've got to go to my day job, which is not so much fun in the winter. But at any rate, it's you can see if you look down here, it's 25 degrees outside right now. Mostly cloudy. We're going to get another inch of snow today. So you guys have a great one. I will talk to you later. If you have any questions, then by all means ask them in the comment section. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel and you'll get to see some of our shenanigans that we do on the weekends, as well as what we do when we're not trading. So with that, you guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.